Hey YouTube, Chris here, back again. We got another episode in the Keeping It Kickstarter series, basically. So, we'll talk a little bit about just generally what this package is and how it relates. But it might be a little surprising if I've never done like this type of product on my channel. But it will make sense based on some of my previous content in general. Hopefully they don't have a bunch of information you shouldn't be seeing there. Okay, almost. Got to it a little bit early. Let's see. You can see here. Nice box. Check this out. Okay. Let's get rid of this huge box. And you are probably not very familiar with this particular brand on this box, as it is not like a well-established brand. But what's been going on is, as a part of my like general health and wellness journey, I've been getting into running a little bit more recently, which is a huge deal for me, as I haven't really run since my military days, which was back in 2013 or so. So consistently running is not something that has been something I've gotten used to over the past decade. But once I do get into something, I get pretty into it. And as you can see, we've got this beautiful box. Really is just a nice presentation there. If you can see, no better, no limits. So one of the things that made me particularly excited for this product is I'm getting older, just turned 35 in August. So as I get back into running, I could find myself just really not taking care of my body, and I've torn my Achilles already before. So this, I think, is going to help, because you will be able to know what kind of those limits are a little bit. So we'll get more into it, and I'll do a longer form review on this for sure. But before backing it on Kickstarter as one of the first backers, got a nice little Avelo front runner hat, as you can see, established in 2025. So trucker themed, and the company is Richardson, I guess. So that's very nice. But let's get right into the shoes themselves. So the unique part about these shoes is the technology. And funny enough, it's been so long since I was consistently running. My regular Nike shoes are just older Nikes that I guarantee you they don't sell anymore. But one of them actually had, if you remember, Nike had like a bunch of different like sport themed like technology pieces, and one was like a little sensor you put inside the shoe, and it was like a pedometer. I forget, I don't know if it was related to like the Nike Fuel stuff, but basically if you look into my running shoe now currently, right in this area right here, it has a section with a Nike's check and a plus. And if I remember, you could put like little sensors in there, which I did before. And they had a couple different colors available for this particular shoe, which I'll show you later on the Kickstarter app itself. But if you wanted to get the first shipped versions, you had to select a colorway. If I remember correctly, it was Dune was the name of it, Dune. And it does not look bad at all. It's kind of like a tan right here. And I've never had any official like top tier running shoe with like a sole that was like this. But PRE is actually the technology acronym. I'll look that up in a minute, but it's something to do with like, I want to say resistance and something else. We'll look into it in a second. But essentially, these are supposed to have sensors, I believe, in the soles, I want to say. But very interesting shoe. I found the shoelaces very interestingly textured, and the shoe itself feels nice. It actually has a pretty strong smell right now. I don't know how to describe the smell. It's not crazy, but yeah, you can see it's got the orange inside, and make sure we're not missing anything. The forbidden fruit right there. And yeah, I think the box looks really nice, and I like the way it presents itself, and very slick looking. As you can see, I wasn't sure on sizing, to be honest. I could wear anything from a 12 and a half to a 14 sometimes, but I generally wear a 13, and I don't think they do have sizes in this particular brand yet. And this is, if I remember correctly from that Kickstarter, this is like kind of step one into a long process. Like, this is one of the shoes that will be a thing, and then I think once this gets use enough, this is, what do you call it, a super trainer, I believe. So I think there are plans to roll out some additional shoe types, is the word I was looking for. Sorry, it took me so long to get there. But I'm going to pull up the app. Not the actual app for these shoes. I'll do that some other time and see if I can't record it as well. So let's see when I back this. So I backed this in, let's see, I don't know if it'll have my, so here is when I backed it, June 24th, 2025, and I was backer number 143. So this deal I got is as follows. Is this the one? Yeah. The deal I got is as follows: $199. You get the super trainers, 6 months of the Avelo membership, which I think they've since said that'll be 12 months. 30-day returns on the earliest shipping. So yeah, it says front runners who bought the pass will receive an additional 6 months. So yeah, really nice. They consider that a $54 value. So the app itself is actually going to have a cost associated with it, which, in this day and age is just the norm. Unfortunately or fortunately. Let's see. So here is some of what it offers. So this little app, which, funny enough, one of the founders, I think the main founder, Roy, I met with him on Google Meet, and we chatted about some of this, and he was able to show me some of the app in development prior to the shipment and things like that, and was just really down to earth and really made me feel even better about the purchase and believing in it as a company. But he was able to show me some of this app, and here's the sensor, if you can see it, that little orange piece. But yeah, so it's in the middle, looks like, of the sole, like the top of the sole. But yeah, there's embedded sensors, and they track different things, which is really nice, and they can coach you. This is actually the guy, Roy, right here, who so Personal Running Intelligence, that's what the pre stands for. And it's pretty interesting because I think this is before even Workout Buddy was really talked about, but they have like these coaching, which Roy was able to show me too, the coaching like cadence and different things that it'll audibly tell you while you're on the run, which is really cool. And this is the big one for me: minimizing injury risk. The pounds of force that are given off when you strike the ground, and depending on where you're striking ground at, sharp gravel, whatever, that's a wear and tear that I'd really like to get a better understanding of, and to make sure that I'm running properly, my stride makes sense, just like the whole thing. So it's really nice to get one that can give that built-in coaching and guidance. So I'm pretty excited. I'll probably talk about the app maybe sometime soon and go through that once I've had some runs, and just kind of get more into it there. But yeah, I'll also let you know how it fits. So just a quick look there. I'll see if I can't pull up the shoe again, but it looks very slick. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you the colors. Hold on. The color options that were given here. See if I can't find it here. Okay, so they have some of the launch colors. See if you can see. One of them is called Spark. That's like a blue, and then it's got like the tan. Every one of them the first two at least have like a more tan sole. Then you got Stealth, which is mostly black and kind of has the logo, which the logos to me is very sleek as well. Let's see if I can get a good, very nice. But you got that Stealth one, and then the one that I would have selected that I thought looked the best was the Dawn colorway, which I feel like I've heard it called Honeydew before too, and I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the one that has the red bottom, and it's like a a little more interesting. And then here's Dune, the one that if you got it in that earliest shipment that's going out, you'll get. So very interesting. Those are the 4 different colors there, and yeah, like I said, more to come. But thanks for checking it out on this Keeping It Kickstarter, and want to give you guys a little bit more backstory into kind of what I try and do from a fitness perspective too. So this is one of the first forays into that. Stay tuned.